The girl talk no one asked for, but you know you want to hear.
Welcome back, Tings!
All right, Tings, welcome back to another episode of the Tings Talk podcast.
Today, we got a couple of zaddies in the building. Ooh. Not for real, they're dads.
I actually have. It's cool. We gotta get better at that. We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Like we don't. It's just like, hey,
I just let him talk. He's
just like, hey, we're back again, just doing this damn thing.
All right, so this is Ron and Oscar, and they actually have their own podcast.
We do.
Yes,
So
we do.
we'll get into that a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah, Claw's no best
Well, welcome,
podcast.
guys.
Welcome, boys.
Welcome.
Great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
We're all the way in the boonies. Bay Shores.
Yeah,
It's
2
nice,
hours.
It's a nice town, though.
It is. I hit 8 easy passes over here. Was driving 80 miles an hour. Got all.
Nah, he was.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we went to riding. Got like White Claws. So
The essentials, baby.
yeah, that's all it is. That's all we need.
This is seltzer water.
It's just
This is what is that called? The seltzer brand? Oh, I'm blanking.
Pellegrino?
It's fine.
It's something
We're a
like
little
that.
bougie, no, I'm kidding. It was like bougie only. So guys, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, I can start off. Can I just
Get
talk?
off,
I can
get
talk
off,
for days,
yeah.
right? All right, we got.
All right, don't easy, like 2 seconds.
I got you.
Not days.
I'm Ross. I can give you a quick recap on not recap, just an overview of like what we've been doing, what our podcast kind of is, right?
Yeah.
So Oscar and I, this is a brainchild of ours that came out of COVID, right? It
We're
started.
bored as fuck.
We were bored, but as everybody else was, we're like, hey,
Yeah.
we're like just here, gonna get drunk. If we're gonna get drunk, we might as well record.
Yeah,
And we did
this
that.
our whole life since we were 13.
Oh yeah, so Oscar and I have been best friends since we were
On the
like,
stoop, we would get drunk with like water, vodka, fucking whatever.
Four
we could find.
Locos before they took all the good stuff out. It was the
Yeah.
best.
in the back of the alleyway, just get drunk and then like just talk bullshit.
Wake up the next day on Facebook. Last night was a movie.
last
bro."
night-
How many years? How many years have you guys been friends?
Oh my god! I feel
Over
old.
12.
I'm gonna date myself, but let's
No, it's
just
over
say
20 years.
let's just
Over
say
20
it was before Obama was the president.
20? Damn.
No, yeah, we grew up together. So, like, I also
Yeah.
like a thing about us, about you and I, is like we grew up that last like generation of like on a block.
Yeah.
Like I wake up, aim, dude, what are you doing? Come outside, go outside, hang out,
Yeah.
play manhunt, be
Play ball and
degenerates.
shit.
Manhunt.
Oh yeah, we're degenerates.
When outside was the thing, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I feel like kids don't do that these days. Okay,
Right.
so hold on real quick.
Go for
This
it.
morning, well not this morning, but earlier today, I was in the car, right? I pulled up to my house and I usually just sit in the car just to, I guess deflate for a little bit. And I see this girl. I'm like, what is she doing? And I look a little closer. She's like got the phone propped up on like her
Oh yeah,
basketball hoop.
just fucking.
The basketball hoop is
TikTok!
not being used for basketball. The phone's propped up on it, and she's over here doing like her thing.
That's
and
it.
I'm just like, this girl's really doing
It's the glitch in the matrix right there.
I know.
That's when you start seeing the TikTokers
Yeah.
and they're like,
He's
But, like,
always on the phone.
You just don't see kids or
But
like people
that's
growing up like
the huge now. Right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're like, yo, let's go outside and play basketball on the street, they'll be like, no, you're like,
Yeah, you're a weirdo.
You're psychotic.
yeah, there's something wrong
They
with
don't know how
that.
to play. Like
Like you don't have friends
Like
that do
Oscar and I,
TikTok.
we were kids, we'd be like light fireworks.
Yo, we would really think
Yeah,
we're
it's-
gonna make it. Like
Oh yeah.
I thought I had a chance to LeBron.
Yep.
I thought I was.
Dude, you know what?
And I can't sure what to save my life.
I grew up with my brother and a bunch of guys, and like I was the only girl, but like I always wanted to play with the boys. We literally had on the floor, like in front of our house,
Yeah.
chlorine. We bleached the floor, and we
Oh,
did
you
like
guys are smart.
we did a soccer tennis, like soccer. What is it? Soccer tennis, right?
I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
Soccer tennis.
It's soccer tennis where you use like the line. We don't have an actual like.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you mean like a little
Yeah.
field, okay?
Yeah, so we made it literally across, like in front of the house, and like that's what we used to
We
do.
had girls.
We used to just play right in
So
front.
unfortunately for us, like we would play it in the middle of the street. We would block the city street.
Oh, yeah.
And then get mad at the cars for driving through it.
Yeah.
Like we were
so
shooting like,
funny.
what the fuck? Yo! Like,
Cars like don't die. Cars coming.
and they would honk at us.
That was the girl.
They would honk at us like, yo. Try and do a layup and the cars come in while it's happening.
It was-
That's
fun.
awesome.
Do that and then just rip a Four Loco at night. 16.
Oh yeah, we used to do that too.
16.
I love the brotherhood right
Why
now.
would you say 16 like that? That
All right, so fun fact. I was a really like goody two shoes. I
Same.
didn't have my
I went
first.
to a Christian private school.
No, like I
So,
grew
like,
up
what
with
are
a
we-
single, strict Latina mother, and I was
All
a
right,
girl.
What was everyone's first time getting drunk? Just go down. How old were you?
I
18.
was 21.
I was 14.
What?
I was 21.
I was like
18,
14,
21,
15.
14.
14, 15.
Okay.
This is why I'm like, damn.
I'm a goody
young.
two. My first time
With
went to
you.
a bar was 21.
No,
Okay.
first time drinking.
Like drinking.
Oh, 18.
18?
I was 21 when I was 15. Like I had a fake ID and everything.
Damn.
I was that.
Amber was
Yeah, like-
outside.
You?
It was
A
you.
rebel.
14.
Nah, I think the first time I drank, I think as a kid, like my mom would get the
That's-
little wine coolers. And their shits, like the little wine drinks. She'd be like, toma rampi.
Well, no, my
I
first
drink it and she'd be like, wow, te gusta? I'm like,
no, my first
Alright,
drink, I
one
was
drink.
12, and it was a Corona. It was disgusting.
Right?
I was like, oh
Girls are still disgusting.
no,
Yeah.
I like
no, I like it
Yeah,
now.
Corona's overrated.
You got to do a loaded Corona. Loaded Coronas are good.
Now we're moving. Now we're cooking with oil. Yes. Now we're cooking with oil.
I'll do a
That's
loaded Corona any day.
Hey, I don't even know what that is. What's the loaded Corona?
You know how on the top of the glass bottle there's like air? You throw Bacardi in it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to die.
And then
No, it tastes good. It actually
Just say, I
tastes
wanna
good.
die.
All right, so I
I want to die.
So I
Let's
could
do that.
drink like a
I can see
champ.
that.
Everyone says that.
No.
Until they
Ask
can't.
them. Ask them. I literally will. I've never had a hangover.
Ever. In your
Ever.
life.
Wait, never. Had
Never.
A hangover?
I've
Yo,
never
Guinness,
had
holla.
Yes.
do you
Guinness,
know
Guinness,
what a
call it.
hangover is?
No, I've never. No, I legit do not. I don't have a
That just tells me you
headache. Like I don't throw
That just
up.
tells me that you don't drink
Dude,
enough.
no, I drink.
That's like a
I'm small.
Or she's super hydrated.
That's like a superpower.
okay.
That's like a
drinks
superhero,
water.
like a superpower. Like, what do you do? I fly. What do you do? I never get a hangover.
I don't think, yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, I won't throw up. I have to pull the trigger if I throw up. Like it won't just happen.
I think
Like,
nah.
I just
I could-
learned what pulling trigger meant, actually.
I
never knew what
yeah,
pulling trigger
no.
was.
What's that mean? Break it down.
No, pulling trigger means like if you have to throw up and like you do it naturally, like that's not pulling trigger. Like if
Pulling
you feel,
trigger is like-
pulling trigger is like you're making
You're
yourself
making
throw
yourself
up.
throw up.
I just learned that.
Yeah, I
the
just
more you
learned
know.
that, like,
So why would you
last-
Yeah, so like I won't throw up
Yo,
if
bro,
I'm
it's pulling
drinking.
trigger.
We'll all pull the trigger
So if you find it,
tonight.
what is that called?
God, no.
You just throw up.
That's just naturally.
Like I've literally blacked out and browned out and been fine.
What's
next
brown
day.
Browned out?
Bro, just
Yo,
break
you
it
guys
down.
really don't know
Accurate.
that.
This
What
when-
is this?
This is when you know, like, this is a different world. You have Queens, and then you have the rest of the world.
So browning out. You ever have those nights where like you remember some parts of it and then like you don't remember
Oh,
others?
that's every night since I started drinking.
That's a brown out. A blackout means you just completely go black. You don't remember any
Oh,
of it.
okay. So we
Like
all
you
brown out.
But
We
why
all
they
brown
use
out.
color brown for that.
We
What?
didn't-
Because it's
I
not
don't like
fully
brown out. I
blacking
don't like
out.
Yeah,
So
like brown
I think a
out.
brown
that's
out,
just
I think
what
it's
it's
mud.
called.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
a.
I
think like
you had an
digestive
accident.
things. Yeah. I don't
What'd you
like-
say?
Like you had an
I don't like brown
accident.
out.
Like,
By the way, it's not like we should like.
Terrible.
your pants turn brown. Like,
No, that's not
for the
Brown
regular-
out sounds like you had like a. Like you
No,
ate
but that's what
something.
it's
Yo,
called.
I had
You brown
sushi
out.
and I browned out. That sounds more like on point, no? Like,
I don't go for regular. Like we're dads. Like
Yeah.
really good dads. Like really good dads.
I just call it tipsy. That's it. Girl.
Anyways, that's how our podcast started, and then Oscar and
yeah,
Oscar.
dysfunction. You see that? Like it's just chaos.
Imagine like we were literally Oscar. We grew up since I met Oscar when I was 9, and then we were friends until we ended up going to college together.
We're still
Like,
friends, I guess.
yeah, we went to
Yeah,
college.
He said, I guess.
Like, low-
Oh, those are fighting
Yeah,
words.
low keys.
Ron, get him.
Low
Get
key,
him.
we graduated together.
So you went to John Jay too then?
Yeah,
Okay.
but-
What year you guys graduated?
2014. Like I was supposed to graduate a year before, but I paid for it.
I graduated high school in
Yeah.
2014.
I'm 2016.
I'm already
We were 2016. No, 2014 I graduated. But that was because like mom was like, they're paying for college, so you need to go there.
And I paid
Yes,
for my
ma'am.
own, but same thing. We graduated together. I think we took the train together or not?
Yeah, yeah.
I think we took the train together.
Just like a blue
graduate.
all the
I
baseball
remember
games.
once- I remember when
Dude,
your
the
first day of
boroughs is
college.
such a whole different world.
That's the worst.
What's crazy?
Yeah, from Long Island?
Our first
Because
day
I
of-
never had to take a train to go to school.
I did every day.
Our first day of college, we drank the night before, and then Ron calls me like.
We
I
have
remember
class.
the next day. He's like, "Yo, Oscar, we have class. I'm like, you have a book bag?" He's like, "Yeah."
Oh,
He
yeah.
got me a book bag. We
De verdad, yo.
took the train together, and we were like bullshitting like to John Jay, and I'm like, I didn't take it serious. He took we didn't take it serious. Yeah.
Well, I played
We had
sport.
classes. He's
I played
stupid.
sport. I played
He's
sport.
dumb.
Wow. Okay.
But he played baseball, so he passed. It's all good.
That's not how that
Now
works.
we had a class together, bro. You barely showed up.
Yeah.
Shout
I had games. I had
out to him. I
games.
wasn't mad at him.
He
I was like,
graduated.
Yo, your boy's exposing you right
Yeah,
now.
I was like this. I was like, yo, more power to you.
I had
man.
games.
Like,
I had
no,
games.
I was like that. Like, yo,
I had to go to games.
oh, that's my boy. He's a captain. He was a captain of the John Jay baseball team.
That's so long ago. It doesn't matter.
That
was a long
like,
time
I
ago.
captain.
That was a long time
See,
ago.
I just shit on you. And I just,
Anyways,
He's like, I knock you down, but I build you back up.
that is how our podcast started. But how did you guys? Like, how did this happen? 'Cause I feel like COVID was a lot of like content.
For us, it's COVID too.
Yeah.
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 But the idea was brewing way before. I feel like every time like we hang out, whether it's just like we're just hanging out at Benelli's house, chilling on the couch talking, or like we're actually
Dominican.
out.
Half Dominican
that ain't
Honduras.
Bonelli. That's Dominican.
That's
Dominican core.
Benelli.
Guatemalan.
Oh, so I'm half Guatemalan.
Yeah.
Ah, Chapina. Okay, cool.
Puerto Rican and Ecuadorian.
Ah, Ecuador. Nice.
Ecuador.
It sounded like you were like disappointed just
No,
now.
that's
Like,
amazing. I love it.
I'm just Dominican. I'm just very boring.
You're Dominican.
Just, yeah.
Benelli.
Benelli.
Yeah, it's very Dominican.
All right, so back to it. So you guys were like, okay.
So whenever we hung out and whenever we went out, we're like, dude, our life is like a movie. We need. We used to say like,
Us
yo,
after four local, yeah.
no,
Same.
for us, we used to be like.
Us
We
and
wish
Paul.
we had like our own show on MTV, like
Yeah,
Jersey
we should
Shore.
have
We used to say that all the time.
Big Short.
Bayshore.
But then one night, me and Amber was just like, COVID, January 2021. We was like, let's just do it.
We literally pulled the trigger. We were like going through like the different usernames and like we
How
started
did
with the
Tings Talk come about?
Well, we would always say we're Tings.
Yes, we would say we were Tings.
Not conceited at all. That's awesome.
And then we were like, well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk. I guess like Tings Talk.
Yeah,
whatever.
like it just literally came up like that. And then
Dude, remember we actually were like brainstorming the logo, and I sketched it out.
Horrible lips.
Remember that?
Oh my God,
dude!
yeah.
I sketched that in your living room. I just remembered that. That wasn't pretty bad. Honestly, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't.
I didn't actually do that, but it was something
We
similar.
recorded on the iPhone 4. Like that's just
Like he had a laptop in his like a little coffee table, and we would yell into the laptop.
Say hello.
No mics, just like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? It worked. People were like, yo, we like.
It was actually good. It was
we got like 10. We got 10 views on like Thanksgiving Day, and we were like, man,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We got 10 views. That was like 2020 when we first started.
Oh yeah. Now we're doing
a
whatever.
little better, but
Like,
though.
no, I remember we were like, we told ourselves, we're like, yeah, we can get like 10 people that like we make 10 people laugh. Like we'll be okay. Because like we're idiots.
That was our goal. Like, yo, we get 10 people to like our shit.
We're good.
Yeah.
we need.
And now you have more than that.
We're
So
doing it right
Yeah,
now.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, and like I remember once we were walking to the gym, we're like, yo, you see how they looked at us?
They know.
They know. Yo, oh my God.
They
so
know
what?
about it. They know
So
about it.
before we like revamped Tings Talk and like did this with the studio and everything, we actually did this one podcast where we were we did rock climbing and then we went to hibachi.
vlogs.
And
my
we
God,
vlogged,
yeah.
yes. And we walked into the place with the camera. We're all just walking with a
looked
purpose.
so
Everyone
funny.
was looking at us like we were some sort of celebrity.
oh
Like,
yeah,
it was
literally.
insane.
Oh,
It's-
for sure.
And that just goes to show, like, dude, if you own it, you sell it.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's
Oh, and
insane.
it's
That one
crazy.
trip we
So
took.
I was just about.
What'd you say?
So like,
That's what they
that's
did.
what we learned at a young age. Like, if we could
Like
fake it.
2015.
Fake it till you make it.
No, fake it till you make it. Like, we're, like
100%.
we'll go on. Like, we're very big on like, we'll work, we'll take care of the kids and do all that good stuff. But like, when we want to play, like, we play hard. So we take
Work hard,
vacation-
play hard.
Exactly. So we'll take vacations together, but we're like, yo, you need to like, how are we gonna stand out? So one of our first, no, it's true because like we want to make friends. Like we're family people. We wanna talk.
Yeah.
So one of our first trips, we're like, yo, let's make sure we have like a selfie stick, right? And like that is how we met.
Shout
everyone.
out to Bond.
Oh yeah.
Because we had a friend, yeah, he's still our friend. But like,
Yeah,
he's not here right now. But we would go to these clubs and he would just pull out his camera. He's like, yo, watch, Oscar, it works.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
pull out your camera and just own it.
Yeah.
So you pull out his camera like, yo, we out. And then everyone would look.
Yeah, it's true. What who doesn't want to be part
We
of the
became
club?
Like, yo, we here.
That's
Yeah.
kind of like us.
Yeah,
we were
literally.
like, yeah. And we
Oh.
all just responded back.
But everyone in Puerto Rico knew us, like in that club.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
Club
It was
Brava is like the best club in Puerto Rico. I don't know if you ever
It
been.
was a good time.
Brava.
Yeah,
Brava.
I'm gonna write that
amazing.
down.
Yeah, nah,
Yours a good time.
fire.
Yours a good time.
They knew us. I met Steve Nash. We watched basketball.
He's an all-star. No big deal.
He knows who it is. I knew him, and I remember I saw him like, yo, what's
Marks
good? I
above our
drank with him,
heads.
everything.
Oh yeah, no, it's the best. If you can fake it
Yeah.
anywhere. Like,
It was a good time.
It's the best thing ever. Okay, so
But that was definitely the one thing that we loved. Like anytime I brought out a camera, like the crazy shit that people
Yeah.
would do, like, and it would bring out personalities,
Mhm.
like
That you didn't know was there.
crazy. Yeah.
Like that, the rock climbing, the workers were so into it.
Yeah.
They,
Workers
they
were like-
followed us. And
Yeah, they
everything.
did. They loved us. They
it
followed
probably
us. They
wasn't the
wanted-
camera. But that's fine.
But they were like trying to get us like good shots and everything,
Yeah,
like while rock
for sure.
climbing and
Yeah.
stuff, and then the hibachi, like we were getting extra shots. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, more sake.
Yeah.
One day we'll get
That didn't
a
happen for us. Anyway. That's never happened to me. I never got a
Sucky,
free. I never got a
I mean, hang out with us. Maybe.
Have we ever got like
Right?
Well, that's the thing. Pretty girl privilege is a real thing.
the only privilege we get as a guy? Like,
Is-
guys.
What?
What do we get? What do
Pretty
we
girl
get?
I get the
privilege.
opportunity.
We get the opportunity to go
It's
inside
a real
and purchase a drink.
Yeah, that's what we get.
They don't look at us and they be like,
Okay.
No, but you know what it is?
No, but we'll let you guys in.
get it.
Like,
That's-
that's the extent of us. Like,
But that's how it works with clubs. Like that's the whole ratio
Damn.
thing. You bring in 4 girls and then 1 guy, and then the guy's supposed to be like spending
yeah,
money
but
and
imagine
stuff.
there's
And
2
then, like,
guys and 0
yeah, but the
girls.
thing is,
like, it's a little
well, that's the
different.
whole purpose. That's why they say like, all right, bring all the girls in, so it draws the men.
It
in.
draws the men in. Because the
That's-
girls
that's
are already
the whole
there.
mindset.
Fair. Okay.
That's the whole
yeah.
That's why
psychology
it's like
behind it.
free like
For
ladies
girls.
free
Ladies are
12 a.m.
free.
Yeah, but I want free dudes night. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Like,
Yo,
why not?
I'm not lying.
Well,
that
that's
should
why,
be a
because-
thing.
See,
Like,
girls
that would
want
be
that
so
too.
cool.
Girls want dudes
Honestly,
night.
I think it would be a
Yeah.
fun thing if they had like a dude's night.
Maybe
like,
we should.
guys
Maybe
free.
we
Hold on, let me
should.
ask you. Let me ask you because
course.
we went to an all girls reggaeton party. Would you guys
No,
go
negative.
To an all guys.
reggaeton?
100%.
You're crazy.
You would?
All right, when I was single, never.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm out. I'd rather go eat. Go to Five Guys.
Uh,
Crazy? Are you out of your mind?
He's like, there's too many dicks swinging in this place.
No, like
You want to hear like fucking Yo Perreo Sola with dudes? Are you out of your mind? You must be
Hold
crazy.
on. Bad Bunny was dressed in a girl's outfit
Shout out-
for Yo
shout out-
Perreo
Shout
Sola.
out to him, but no, I'm good.
no, this is why
Even give a guy a little
like,
too.
I'm good.
No, obviously it's the dynamic is
Come
different.
on, bro.
It's,
You know
yeah, no,
it's-
I know.
it's
I'm
not.
trying to fucking.
So
It's different.
I was
But
gonna say
I'm-
like Tings Talk, we throw random events and we do
Yeah.
different
That's
things
fine.
throughout the
Yeah, I
summer.
will say, you
So
guys-
now,
we wanna do that, but
so
we don't know
now
how
we're
to.
thinking like I'm thinking like an all guys thing. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
Oh, like if, as a
We could.
female
No,
empowerment,
no,
we're,
like,
we're empowering the guys.
empowering men, like free entry.
You can make
Yeah.
it. We can make it a whole intervention. You guys could like talk about it.
Oh, I love it. I'll talk about my feelings forever.
So when you get guys together, it's sports.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys-
That's
you
not
guys-
They gotta be
Alright.
competitive, unfortunately.
No, that's you battling your demons.
No, negative.
That's okay. No,
He's
no.
like, you battling
Don't
your
worry,
masculinity
Raul
right
Perreo
now.
Sola. I
It's fine.
got
I put
you.
myself in a corner. Like I'm good.
That's not true.
No, but I think it's just like I joke, but I do think that like there's pretty girl privilege, and then there's like
Girls will party with themselves.
I feel like I agree.
Girls
I
party.
agree.
No, there is.
Pretty good.
Like I can't.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
we were talking about before.
Girls
Like,
go out and
what-
make that circle.
how many
That,
girls-
is-
how-
that circle that you can't penetrate. That's
That's not true. That's not true.
And then like tonight is a girls'
That's an
night.
aggressive word.
Nah. When they're on it, you're not gonna.
I mean, we were talking about this
That's like a
earlier.
new
Like,
ring. That's like a new ring. You're never getting it.
so we were talking about that earlier. We actually had a girls' night last night, and we were talking about how like it was actually really refreshing to actually have a girls' night, and like we had our circle.
Strictly just girls.
It was just girls,
And
and
he's right. We formed
we
that circle.
formed that circle, and
is
no.
a real thing.
But the thing is, nobody came in and nobody tried.
Yeah.
Well, that,
Why?
I will say.
That shit was-
unapproachable.
Yeah, it was super
Walls were
unapproachable.
up.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, you're right where I'm going with this. Like
the new ring.
Yeah, but like
Right.
the thing is, I will say, I think with our guys, right? Like it's very, we do a good job of that too. Like we'll make our little circle,
When
and
we were there.
yeah, when we were there,
Now it's not a circle.
Yeah, I know.
It's more like a.
it's a little triangle now. But like when we make like, I think what attracts girls is like when you don't have guys on the wall and you have like because there are times that we'll go like not times, but there's times that we've gone the 4 of us or 5 of us, and it's like yo, I don't need anybody. Like, I'm not here to talk to girls. Like, I just want to have a good time by myself.
Yeah.
And that's what attracts like, oh, like, well, look at these idiots over here. We're like, hey.
Yeah, when you're having a good time, girls see that. Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If
They
you're over
do.
there like this, like,
Yeah,
I hate
that's
that.
like
Like, you're
too
just
they're like,
much.
vibing.
yo, boy, those
Like-
creeps over there. You see
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
dude in the corner with his eyes red? Yeah.
Also, like girls,
Avoid that dude right there.
girls in a circle, you guys will have a full conversation without even saying a word. You're like,
Oh,
Yes. Oh my god, we do it all the time. The look.
What is
it?
The look.
Yeah, like,
The
bro,
look. Wait, if
It's
it's
all
like we're
here.
right behind, we'll be like,
You're like,
no, you don't want that. That's crazy. I'm like, bro, you're man, you don't want this one. Like, hey, maybe sit this one out.
Dude,
Yo, you know what I
my
used to
boy could be
love?
dancing with like a werewolf, and I'll be like, yo.
That's what my thing. That's when the
Congrats.
eye contact comes in handy. When it's like you don't know who's dancing behind you, you got to check in with your girl. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh okay.
Or
like, you know, like
or like someone's like, you see a creep coming and you just like grab your girl and you just like pull her around.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then you turn around and you're like, oh, that's why.
That's fine.
Not
It's-
dudes.
it's
Dude, if I see my boy with like a ugly looking thing, I'd just be like,
He said an ugly looking
Yeah.
thing.
He's like,
It's
yeah,
like,
bro.
okay, that's a thing because it's not a thing.
It's a thing.
And when they
It's a
ask me
thing.
like, yo, what do you think
Thing.
about her? I'll be like, yo, we all have different tastes.
I've never been happier for you, bro. I'm happy that you're happy. I'm happy that you're
As long
happy.
as you're happy, bro, it's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
2023, all that.
By the way, there was a whole fucking thing that we were supposed to be talking about. Not even close.
No,
to
I
it.
totally
All right. So now
Not
we're
even
here.
close to it.
We're gonna get to that.
All right. Well, you know what? Now that you bring it up, let's start it out. All
Let's
right. So we did mention before you guys are dads,
Corporate.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna be a little
Great
serious now, right?
Talk to us.
So go from the party life. Actually,
Yeah.
did
I'm gonna ask
your
her
kids
what-
come about because of a party?
Oh,
Um,
it's a party
that's
life?
was it party life or like
Nah.
how was it? How
Shut
did this
up.
happen?
I would say it was life
Yeah.
without the party. It was just like, you know, you're young and you're
So we have enough?
you're just being young and
Yeah.
you know, I was in a relationship and then it didn't work out.
Enough.
And then
Yeah.
something came about, so I can't just like back out now.
Of course,
Life
yeah.
is real. So then I'm like, oh shit, I'm a dad now. But I was at 21.
a little backwash here and there.
21.
Yeah, no big deal.
We're past that.
So yeah, I was with somebody, and then like
I mean, I think that's one thing that we have.
I was with someone for like a couple of years, and then shit didn't pan out the way it was, and then now we had to be adults at 21 and look at each other and be like, yo,
Yeah.
we're not working out, but there's a human being now. So
Yeah.
what are we gonna do? You know, and then that's when you have to be more mature, I guess.
Yeah.
For sure.
Realize there's more to life than just you, and not
Yes.
be selfish, and then just become selfless after that. And that's basically, in a quick summary, what happened.
Yeah.
That's yours. So yeah, I think the one thing was like I remember like we were like again Oscar and I grew up together,
Yeah, I remember that day too.
and I remember like he comes over to my house one day and we're just like
It even happened like that, bro. Like I didn't even tell him, right? So I didn't tell him.
Yeah, we were also very
And then he comes over. He's like, "Yo, Oscar, let's hang out." I'm like, "All right, cool, let's hang out." Now in my head, I'm like, "I'm about to be a dad," but I didn't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And he throws a pillow on me, and he goes, "You fucking asshole." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You're a dick," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes,
What? How?
"Yo, you're about to be a dad. Why are you being this way?" And I'm like,
How do you know?
"You
You're
know,
like,
yeah,
I wish I could say how I knew that, but yeah.
I know." Just
wait, so you just knew?
Wait, yeah.
How did you know?
I mean, again, we lived on a block, and there's like as much as you think girls talk, guys talk. Like,
Oh, guys talk more. Yo, guys talk the most.
the most.
What?
You guys, no,
You
I've
guys-
learned
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Working,
I definitely have learned
working
that
in a
too.
Women are
predominantly
better.
male career field. Let me tell
I don't
you,
be talking though.
the boys.
Oh, no, you're
I
talking,
don't. Listen, if the shoe fits, you over here being a little defensive.
No, I don't.
No, I'm kidding.
I
No,
get
I'm
what you're saying,
kidding.
though. I get what you're saying.
No, but like-
guys do talk
A lot.
Dude, let me tell
They
you.
pillow talk worse than girls.
No, they talk
So I'm sorry,
the
that's the term.
most.
They pillow talk worse than men.
And the
than
worst
girls.
part is they try to find everything out, and it's like, yo, I see what you're doing. Like,
Yeah, guys.
you know, guys, just working in that, field.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. He threw a pillow at me mad hard too. She wasn't like soft. Pillows are soft. And he just flung that shit at me. I'm
So
like,
anyway, how did you know?
I think
What was the word on the street?
I'm pretty sure people said here. Oscar's like, you might be having a kid. I was
nah,
like,
no one knew.
Papa Dios.
I think it was more so like.
I don't tell you. Like,
I think-
Ron is new,
I
man.
think he won't. I
It's a
think it was
second
more so like
ability.
some
Yeah.
6-degree separation. Like he knew somebody that told him.
Maybe she said something,
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
it
man.
got out.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
yeah.
But he still knew, and I was like, it was early, so I was like, how the fuck this guy knew?
Yeah, it was wild. But then like I look back, like a perfect example. Like I was my brother in Miami, and like he just turned 24, and I'm like, damn, that was like the age I had a kid. I'm like, you can't even tie your shoes, like, and you're
Yeah.
not, like, I'm
24.
Like, yeah, like a kid. I'm like, yo, you couldn't like, how could you even think that you could like take care of a life?
At
That's
21.
wild.
It's like you usually like imagine
Yeah.
like yo, you can find as men because girls be drinking when they're 14. Like they get in the club. Girls can get in the club before 21.
Oh, yeah,
Men,
for sure.
you have to be 21. That's like the bare minimum. So
Yeah.
I remember I was like, yo, I can't wait to turn 21. I'm gonna go to all these clubs. I'm gonna turn up, and then I'm like, I turned 21. I'm like, yo, you're about to be a dad, and I'm like,
Damn,
This
I was
was-
looking forward to
Time out.
that.
This is
Now I
part of
can't
one.
even do that.
yeah,
It's true.
But then it's like, you know,
then
life,
you go
life,
through
life
emotions.
has its things.
Yeah, I think like one of the things that I hate to hear is like as a dad is just like, oh, my life is over because I'm a dad now.
Oh, that's insane.
And I'm like, yo, that's not the way it goes. And when you're younger, you don't know because you're like, fuck, I'm having a kid. My
There's
world
someone
is-
to guide you either.
Oh yeah.
It's just negative. Like you ask someone like, yo, you fucked.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what I tell you.
That's like your
Always
parents also
negative.
kinda try to instill that in
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
so that you wouldn't have kids early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel like
for
it was
sure.
just like,
For
don't
sure.
have kids, your life will be over.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
It's such a
like,
dreading
Mom,
feeling.
you
It's
were
fucked
out
up,
here
'cause,
like,
like, you
here
look,
I am at
you look to your
28,
friends
like-
and like for like and like I go to my friends like, yo, I'm about to have a kid. And they're like, oh shit, you fucked. Because they don't know.
They don't
They
get
have
it.
no
They
idea.
don't get it. They don't
I feel like
That's
we're
a
also
horrible
in like
reaction.
a weird time now where, it's a little more
Oh.
back then it used to be more acceptable to have kids at this age,
Yeah.
right?
At this age.
Well,
30,
not,
I mean.
no, like when you guys had kids, like 21, 24, like people had their lives together, they had their families, they
Oh,
had,
yeah.
and everything, the whole nine.
Yeah.
And then now it's transitioning into, oh, damn, like that's young, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I'm 26 and I could
Yeah, I'm
genuinely
28
say,
and I'm like, ugh.
I don't know,
I'm
it's
still
like-
scared of the idea.
yeah, I'm like, I got a
Really?
5-year
Yeah,
plan.
when do y'all want when do you
Yeah.
guys want kids?
I don't.
Ever?
Yeah, I said that. I said the other day. Girls don't want
That's
kids.
crazy.
Us three right here sitting in this chair. We
Zero
don't.
kids? You guys
I
have?
have kids, yeah.
I
But
don't.
do you want kids?
I don't know.
Really?
You're like you're in between.
Me,
I don't know.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna save my answer. Go ahead.
That's fine.
So me, it's more of like I just want to like accomplish a few things, travel a few places, but eventually, yeah.
We travel,
I want
kid.
my-
We
yeah.
travel. I was in Amsterdam 2 weeks ago.
No, I understand that, but like, you know what it is? Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm a selfish person.
I'm
in
selfish.
the way of
Yeah.
like I just want me and my partner
Yeah.
to experience things before we add
third
another-
person.
Yeah,
So
before
So what
we add a
about
plus one.
you can experience things and give that love? Like imagine like you and your partner.
Don't fight yet.
All right,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but eventually I do want kids, though. I do want to leave like my little like, legacy behind.
Oh,
So,
fair.
I feel like you need that legacy. I want to leave something, a part of me in this planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thought scares me. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
It is
What about
scary.
you?
Yeah, it's scary.
We're so good.
So,
Kaylee's like, what?
She'd be like, I want a kiss. It's 15.
so actually, I'm actually really good with kids. Love them to death.
Yeah.
But in the last like 4-ish years, I've kind of steered away from it. And like, I'm like a hard, like, I don't want kids. But there's a multitude of reasons. One, I don't know if I can even have kids. You know, medical reasons, whatever.
Yeah.
2, just seeing this world is so freaking cruel, dude. So it's
fair.
like, that
100%.
mortifies me.
Yep.
You know, getting pregnant, losing a kid, that also mortifies me. You know, not being able to provide for them, that just scares the living crap out of me. So
It's
all
so
of these
scary.
things, and like at the same time, like I want to be selfish and have my time, you know, to travel, you know, do what I want to do. I want to be able to pick up and go whenever I feel like it, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like a hard no where it's like absolutely not. It's like more so dependent on like my
circumstance.
whoever I end up with, my significant other. If it's something where like they tell me like, listen, I really want a kid.
Yeah.
If I feel that, you know what, I see you as a competent father.
Yeah.
You know, I see like you can take care of, you know, yourself, the kid, and me, like all of us together as a family. Then I'm like, all right, you know what, I'd be open to it. You know?
You gotta believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
believe. And, like,
I
you
think
feel like
it's
lately
fear.
you don't believe anymore.
So
'Cause
it's,
of, like,
it's
I
not
guess-
even about believing necessarily. It's just like seeing how, you know, I guess society has like turned lately. And that's kind of
Horrible.
going back to like the socially acceptable norms and all that stuff that I was talking about, you know, back then. So now, for example, like when I hear that people are like pregnant, if they're not like already like married, have their house and everything, like obviously that's like obvious, congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so are we happy or are we not? Because I need to know before I react,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So
Fair.
You're
I
right,
think,
yeah.
and I think it's funny because, like, okay, those are all very fair points. But then, like, the best feeling in the world is like, this is your human. Like, this is like, I will do anything in the world for that. Like, and like, as cheesy as it sounds, Oscar told me like, this is like, Oscar's the only person I could ever like ask about anything. Like, he was the only one. Like, when I had Logan, I was like, I don't know, like, there's no game plan. There's not a book you could read. Like, it's just like,
Yeah, it's kind of
what do you do? But like,
Especially for a dude.
oh yeah, for dudes, everyone's like, oh, the girls are like, oh my god, like yes, but I'm like, bro, like this is my guy, this is my best friend, this is my best friend.
I think you
this is
say
my
your
dude.
little broke best
It's my
friend.
little
right?
best
Yeah,
friend.
like, I love
I
that.
like, wake up in the morning, I'm like, what are we doing today? He's like, we're gonna
Oh,
watch
I love
WrestleMania.
that.
I'm like, we're gonna fucking watch WrestleMania. Let's do this.
that's
thing.
awesome.
But like that, like the world sucks. Things are hard, but like none of that matters. Dude.
It changes once
It
you
does.
have it.
It
Like
does.
your whole life just becomes like
Becomes
a life
selfless.
for them.
Yeah, you become like literally that's like the point in life.
Yeah.
You become
Well, then like the other
self-
side of
you
it's
don't
just
care about
like, you know,
yourself no
Logan
more.
goes to bed at like 7:30, and then
Yeah, of
he wakes up
course.
at 7 a.m. So I'm just like, I can
Yeah, 12 hours.
put a little, like I'm okay, like I'm fine with that.
It's
For
fear.
now.
It's the unknown
Which,
for
like,
us,
older,
you know?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you guys are like from the 30 minutes we've been together. Like you guys are competent like females. Like, you guys get it. Like you guys understand that like, hey, I'm not gonna just leave my little like you guys are gonna be.
But there's so
No,
many people in
I
this
see what you're
world.
saying. Like it's more common now with females saying that they don't want kids.
Yeah,
I
and you know
see that.
why too?
It's so
Like before it
common.
was a guy thing, but now I see a lot of
No,
females
but-
saying the same thing. I don't want a kid. I
but you
want to
wanna know
enjoy
why?
myself a little bit.
You
more.
wanna know
I
why?
don't blame them. Like I get it.
Back
But it's
then,
beautiful. It's a
back then it was
beautiful
more
thing.
normalized for women to be stay-at-home moms, and the
Yeah.
man is providing, the man is going to work, the man is doing everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they kind of have no other purpose in a way
Fair,
for
yeah.
than that. A lot of women are now there's so many bosses out there that
Oh,
are
yeah.
females.
It's amazing.
Females are bossing
We out
up.
here.
Yeah.
It's the best one.
And like
They're
we're working, we're more independent these days.
Yeah.
So it's like now we're kind of stepping into that, I guess, like, you know, typical male gender role in a way.
Okay.
Like we're taking on those things, and like that's where it's
Whoa,
like
time out. So then-
in a way.
But the counter to that is like when you have a child, like as a dude, it's not just like, well, like that's the woman's job. It's like, no, like I can cook. I can
Right.
do whatever you need.
Of
Like, it's
course.
fine. I'll do dishes. Like, it ain't a big deal. Because like we have a goal that's like, that's the whole point that I'm making here is right. It's like when you love someone and you have a child together, no matter the differences, the important thing is like, hey, we are going to be good for this person here. Like, this is what we're like, no matter what happens. Like, I'll go out, I'll rage. I will be there at 7 a.m. to coach.
Of course.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, they're sacrificing. That's like what happens. That's part of it. And like, I think that scares people because like no one wants hard work. Everyone like whatever.
I think people nowadays just want to like enjoy themselves. Like
Yeah.
you see social media, you see life. People like people want the nice car, the nice vacation.
Yeah.
And to be selfless, especially like now, like people like the 30s and 20, I guess.
Mhm.
See that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't reach where you want to be comfortably
guys
till you
feel-
hit 30.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Now I actually have like money in my bank account. I can like do things. I'm like, oh,
Right.
So a lot of people don't like, oh, do I want to share this with a kid? But it's fair.
Hell yeah.
Being a dad is like, well, for us. Because, at the end of the day, we don't carry the kid.
I see. I'm
We don't carry a
curious.
child for 10 months.
I'm curious
And
to
women
have
have
this.
to change their life. Because women, they
Oh, yeah, you guys have way
we
harder.
wouldn't be here without
Oh
them.
no, you guys
So,
are way harder. There's no.
With that being said, like for us, like it's very fulfilling having a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's very like, oh man, like my daughter looks like me.
But no,
I
let me
think
a-
she looks like me.
let me
But
ask
I think
you.
she looks just like me, and it makes me feel really good inside.
Let me ask you.
That's
you
my goal.
let me ask you though. You say this. You're a father.
Yeah.
Had you been having this conversation and you're not a father, would you be thinking the same thing?
Absolutely not. Because
No,
you
'cause, like-
don't know that love. You don't know. You just don't.
Yeah, you don't know what love like men
Until it
like, For
happens,
example, I
yeah.
didn't know what love was until
Nah,
I had my
oh,
daughter.
yeah, you don't know.
I didn't know what that.
Not you guys
was.
don't know,
I
but
thought it was a joke. I thought
Yeah,
it was
no,
like you don't get like I get sensitive
Yeah.
about shit that I never like. I be fighting women causes now because like I have a daughter.
What are really
Like-
causes? I'm curious.
Like I'll be like, yo, my daughter will be like, oh, I can't play that as a boy sport. I'm like, no, it's not. You play that. Like, why not? Like,
And
Love that.
be the best. at
Self
it.
her up, yeah.
yeah, or she'll be like, oh, that's a girl color. No, it's not. You're wearing that now. Now you're wearing that blue shirt because you said it's a boy's color. That's
true.
like the type of fight
Yeah.
you fight.
Yeah.
Because now I'm on the girls' team. Because like I don't really care about myself.
You're a girl dad. Yeah.
I'm gonna die in 40 years or whatever years that is. But like you fight for your little
It's
one.
true. It's a different.
And the same
Aw.
goes for you. Like you have a little
Oh, yeah.
boy, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to be fighting for him. So
I was the thing, like, because
parents,
I coach all my son's teams, like all of them.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, okay, like, did you play college sports? No, okay, cool. So you're not gonna tell my son what to do. Like, it's just like I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But like, that's like,
that's the anger. Like I never felt anger until one time I went to like a carnival. And some dude said something to my daughter, and I was like, I told him to his face, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna you up. I'm sorry, okay, curse.
It's okay, we passed that.
I started
We're
shaking
big up.
after, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
It's that
And that's when I
love.
It's that,
realized, like, it's
you and get
protective.
enraged. Yeah.
It's
See, that's
because
another
she can't defend
thing.
herself because she's young. And then,
Yeah.
like, I gotta.
Aw.
That's when you start feeling like, okay, maybe this is a weird emotion because men
Yeah.
just like fuck it. We're raising a kid like
I'm
just be yourself.
Yeah,
You can't cry. You can't be emotional. You can't care about things.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
You can't. If you cry, you're and then even your mom tells you that. So,
Yeah.
I do have something I'm curious about. Like,
course.
if you're single
Yeah.
and you meet a girl, is that like a turn off for her? The
No, I
fact
mean,
that you're
so
a dad.
it was.
Oh,
No,
no.
it was a turnoff.
Oh yeah, but like that's how I know though. Like I'm not trying to do somebody who's like, oh, you have a kid. Like, all right, sweetheart. Like, I know what to
Yeah,
do.
of course. He's not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I like that's the first thing. That's like, and he like Oscar.
But that sucks
I
a
spoke
little
about,
bit.
Yeah, well, I spoke about it with Oscar. Like the first thing he ever taught me was like, yo, when you're gonna be dating, you're a single dad. Like it's part of it. This is the reality of it. There's no scenario where you can hide that. Like it just can't.
You can't.
Yeah. So it's
Why
like,
would you though?
Yeah,
You know,
dude,
that's
dude,
insane.
I know,
do it.
I know guys that do it.
and that's
Oh,
That's
crazy.
like, see, that's disgusting.
I
to
don't
me.
know
Like,
that, but like I've heard of the stories.
Like,
Yeah.
like the way I look
Because of
at
that stigma, though, is that stigma.
Yeah.
I guess
you
Of
know,
getting
women-
rejected.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
it.
But like,
So
still.
yeah, for me, it's like I get the guy point of view is like a girl doesn't want to be with a guy that has a kid. I'm like, okay, that's fair. There's girls out there who don't want that, and like I understand that 100%. But I'm like my best me because of my son. Like, like the way I look at it, I'm like, if you don't want to date me because I have a kid, I'm like you're missing out because like that's what makes me good.
But like, do they?
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
My honest take on just that being alone, it's not even the fact of like, personally, like if I were to go out and I met someone and they
Yeah.
had a child,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have stopped me. The one thing that would stop me in my head is the baby mama.
Yes.
Like,
fair.
so that's the crazy baby mama
100%.
that I do not want to deal with. I don't want to know that if you guys are like,
So
I mean, if you guys are obviously on good terms,
Good
of course,
parents.
that's good. But like, there's also limits to how
Of
on
course,
good
how good
terms-
terms you are. Yeah, no, no,
Exactly. So it's like,
I think
Once
so.
again, that's
I
like-
think every situation is really different. But I know that for mine personally, I am in a like I could not have asked for a better situation. Like baby mom is like, dude, you've been here like 5 days this week. Like, take a day for yourself. Like, go work out, go do something. Because like,
That's awesome.
yeah, because baby moms and I like we were together since we were 14. Like it was a whole fucking thing, whatever. But it's also like there's a respect boundary. Like if she's like, hey Ron, I have a date, I'm like, I'll be with Logan. Like go do your thing. Like I want you to, because if you're happy, that means Logan's happy. That means he's good. And if I'm happy,
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
that's
It's always key.
The problem,
it's
you get
healthy.
drama, and you get that back and forth when there's like still like
Emotions involved. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's always gonna
Jealousy.
Be, oh yeah, exactly. So it's like you want to make sure you can find that. It's hard. It's really really hard. But like if you can find that nice balance of it's like, hey, we're both like we didn't work out, but we got this amazing thing here that we're gonna do the absolute best for. Like it's gonna work.
Now, did
Yeah.
it take time, or was that kind of something that you guys like spoke about and it just like it happened?
I think my situation was a little different because your boy was married. So it was,
Oh.
hello. So your boy was married, divorced, all that.
Yeah,
good
it's a little spicy.
yeah.
That's why you see me. I'm like quiet. I'm like,
Austin was like, I heard the story.
No, he was there for it. But like I was like, I talk about it because like it's fine. But I was married, we got divorced, but we knew that we're like, hey, like we have this thing here that is the best thing in the world. And no matter what happens with you and I, like this is the only thing that matters. And for 6 years, it's been just great like that. She's like, hey, you're gonna be there for everything. If she needs a weekend to go with her girl somewhere, I'm like, sweetheart, knock yourself out. And if I need a weekend with the boys, she's like, just be there on whatever you need to be there for.
Yeah.
But
That's great. I wish
Yeah,
everything could be like
honestly,
that.
that's awesome.
yeah,
Because listen, we have a friend who her situation,
it's tough.
it's
no, I feel for
you know,
females. 'cause
and it
it's
doesn't
hard.
happen.
It's
like,
hard too. And I
often.
tell her that. I'm like,
I haven't heard of something like that really with anybody that I know.
it's
I
a
personally
special
know.
case,
It's
yeah.
usually
It's
messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is always messy. 'Cause,
Oscar,
like,
what about you?
Yeah, with kids, it's just it's messy because you guys are like sharing a life, and like,
Yeah.
let's say they spend the weekend with you and they're doing this new thing, and then mom comes to, I don't like the fact that she's wearing her hair this way.
Yeah.
That's where there's like a disconnect because like mom raises the kids one way, dad raises it another way.
There's
So now the
always-
kid gets confused and they're like, well, what's acceptable here is not acceptable there, and now what's acceptable here isn't acceptable here. So it's like now they're confused, and then I think that also raises
100%.
huge issues internally with the kid.
Yes,
And like that's also another thing.
It's
Like,
a constant.
so important to pick who you have a kid with.
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
same
Because you guys are down for life.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh my god,
it's-
girl,
yeah.
you and me are stuck together. Like, you have to do
It's
this.
not even like marriage.
yeah,
It's like you're
for
with
sure.
somebody you were
You're
automatically bounded.
you're-
It's a constant battle, but you have to be manageable, and you have to also realize, like, at the end of the day, you might spend some time with the kid, but at the end of the day, the kid's
Oh, yeah.
not with you
Yeah.
as much as the mom.
Nah, no shot.
Do you
Like, for
find that you
example-
have that issue with your daughter?
It's every year is like a new challenge.
It's like the flavor of the year.
Yeah, like every year is a new challenge. So you have to just be manageable. You also have to know your limits. Like I can, my daughter's a girl.
Yeah.
It's different.
So at the end of the day, I could say my things, but I can't raise her to be a woman because I'm not a woman.
Yeah.
You know,
We're not a woman.
and there's certain things like I can't just say my take because it's not gonna make sense. And on top of that, women, they carry the child 10 months, so they have a different, unique connection.
Yeah, it's different
to them than I do.
Mhm.
That's that it came out of them. I was just cheerleading, like so.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine how the child invokes emotions in them compared to me.
For sure.
But I also have to, you also have to put your foot down. You also have to be there. And then eventually when they get older, they can start making their own. They can start reasoning themselves. When they start turning 13, 14, 15. But in the beginning months, you got to just
But you guys, daddy girls, mom girls.
Take that out.
So I was going to ask that. So do you feel your daughter has you wrapped around a finger?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my queen.
He is like, yes.
It's funny. Most girls are like that. I actually haven't spoken to my father in a little over 2 years now. And I've never had a good relationship with my father.
Okay.
And we're very headstrong, the both of us. So we clash a lot.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
my mom, she is my rock. She is my queen. That woman is a saint in my eyes.
Yeah.
And I would give my life to her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's why I asked
it
you.
all depends. Like my daughter, I think she's daddy's girl, but I don't know. Maybe she's,
I'm both mommy's daddy's girl.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, you
I'm
really
not-
are.
I'm
her
comfortable.
mother's very present also, so I can't give her she's good.
Yeah.
She's balanced.
Like heartbreak happens. Who are you calling first? You got to call somebody.
Well, mom is.
Mom's
I'm calling
honest.
mom.
Oh, you're calling
I'm calling mom.
You calling your dad?
Yeah.
I'm calling
I
mom.
live
Say,
with my mom,
let's say, like,
so
between your mom
I'm
and dad.
calling her.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Well, it's different for
Your mom.
Benelli. Her dad's
Yeah,
not in
because
the
my dad is
country.
in
Okay,
DR.
okay.
So.
Yeah.
And moms just they're more nurturing. Like guys, if I had a son, my son called yo, my girl broke up with me. I'm like, all right, bro, and
Yeah. I wouldn't cry
Now,
to my
if your
dad.
daughter-
grow up.
Now, if your daughter says that to you, what are you gonna?
I'll be
just
like,
pull up to the guy's
What did
house.
he do?
No, my daughter coming like, yo, I told you about him.
I love it. I love it. Daddy knows
Told you it
best.
wasn't shit. Like I told you. So that's how it be.
Why are you like this?
Boys,
Have you started having that conversation with your daughter yet?
Oh,
Since
man,
she's
she's 10.
All the
Nice.
birds and the bees
Oh, my
talk.
God.
I never got the birds and the bees talk. I never got any talk.
Did either.
I didn't get that either.
My dad came out. and
Never
said,
got
like,
it.
These are condoms. Use them. I was
Use
like,
them. How
these
do
are-
you use them?
This is balloons.
YouTube
Put it
how
in
to
an
put on a
eyeball.
condom.
Yeah, I think when I turned 14, my dad
Clearly
was
it
like,
didn't work.
my dad, my dad was literally like in Spanish, like, "Tú tienes 14?" Yeah, I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Está bien."
Ya tú sabes.
He came upstairs. He showed me like he threw like 2 red condoms. He's like, "Usa eso, muchacho," and he walked out. And I already knew what they were. So I'm like, and I think he put them in my sneaker box. He was like, "Vamos a aquí."
That's so
Por si
funny.
acaso. And I'm
That's
like,
so funny.
thanks, Dad. Like that was a sex talk.
Just in case.
Yeah, that's it. And then he walked out, and I'm just like,
Cool.
Okay.
This hasn't been the worst conversation ever.
but I remember as this is kind of dark. I remember as a kid seeing condoms. I remember like being like in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And I thought they were just like cool
Whoa!
balloons.
What?
I-
Kindergarten?
Yeah, I always just see
Dude,
them.
I never knew what any of that was. Like, I
Me
was
neither.
so.
I didn't have sex
Me
ed in my
too.
school.
I thought they were like cool balloons. I'm like, oh, these are cool balloons and nice wrapping.
I'm telling you, I was so.
that's
I
how
didn't
you
do
build them up.
anything until I was in my 20s.
We're like the same.
I really
I didn't
was
build
like
them up
the
because I
same.
had asthma, so I couldn't.
That's
So
scary.
I could have built them up, but I tried.
It's like a slippery.
So I told my son,
Hysterical.
first time I put on a condom, just
Oh yeah, this guy. This
Oh, yeah.
story is hilarious.
it was
What?
bad. Oh, the first time I didn't have sex ed, so I didn't know. First time I put a condom, and it wasn't even with a girl. It was just like, oh, like let's see.
Who was it with?
I was making sure, like, if I ever had a girl, I was like, yeah, just put it over my balls. It was like, the
Did you
worst.
guys like practice putting on condoms at home?
That's what happened. I put the condom over my balls, and I was just
So you did it on like the whole shaft and
and
then the
shaft
balls.
and balls, and I was like, this kind of sucks. But
You're
like,
like, this is
is like
painful.
save my
He's
dick.
right.
You were ahead of
He's
your-
gonna
you
have
were-
to
you were
edit
ahead of your
'cause I'm
time.
going.
Not me fixing my hair.
We do have one last question for you
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
We're open books.
Um,
Go for it.
What is it?
what
No, I'm joking.
what's like I don't know if they have one thing to tell women that women should know about men.
Women know everything, don't they? I feel like they do.
They act like they do.
That's what it is.
Damn.
Girls be acting like they know.
Talk about it. Who hurt you?
Oh.
Okay.
We don't got
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm team women.
No, I think it's a very individualized question.
Yeah.
All
Because
right, so
like,
let's hear each answer.
Dale.
because I'm a sensitive one. Thanks. I appreciate that.
I
I know I really am. Like Oscar and I are
He
poor.
be crying about shit. Like he watched.
Yeah, let me-
He watched 500 Days of Summer. He's like, yo,
Best
this
movie in the
movie's
world.
mad
The best
good.
movie in the world.
And he gets teary eyed. I'm like, bro, it's a movie, bro. Like they're actors.
I'm sorry.
Like they're gonna go home and
I
sleep.
have a heart and emotions.
Nah, he be-
When's your birthday?
October 5th. By the way,
I don't know
just so
what
you
sign
know,
it
Here we go. Horoscope. Horoscope.
We're
game.
looking
I
at
actually
the
don't know
horoscopes
this
now.
stuff.
are you guys?
So
are
he's
you guys
a
big?
Libra or a Scorpio?
Libra.
Where's his moon? What time were you born?
I'm not that
No,
good.
the Gatorades in the
I
What's
microwave.
up,
literally
though?
just know I'm a Taurus. That's it.
I'm an Aquarius, so I don't know what they do.
He can't even swim. So
I can't swim.
What do we can't even swim?
He's an Aquarius. He doesn't have to be a Pisces. Pisces is the fish.
What did they do?
Ooh.
What did they do?
I have no idea.
Aquarius is an air
Me and
sign.
you?
You're an air sign.
Yo, me and
That's
you
what
were right
you
here.
are.
I was like, I don't know anything about horoscopes.
I'm scared.
No, all right, back to your initial question. I think, like, for me, I'm very, like, I tie everything back to, like, love languages. I think love languages are so
You
important.
guys ever read the book?
Of
What
course.
book? What
That-
book?
No.
the
The love
five-
language.
The 5 love
Yeah.
languages.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
I read
Everyone
some book
has-
called it's like it has like flowers on it. Is that the same?
No, I don't think so.
Who's the actor?
Well, what are
Who's
the love
actor? Who's
languages?
the author?
One, it's like words of
All right.
affirmation.
Words of affirmation,
Affirmation, touch.
physical
Physical
touch,
touch.
Gifts of service.
gifts, no,
Acts of
there's
service.
gifts, acts of service,
Mhm.
and
I know
then,
some.
what is it?
Quality
Yeah,
time.
quality
You see
time.
that?
Quality
Quality
time.
time.
So, like, for me,
I like all of them.
Yeah, I'm like.
that's
Like why
I'm
why
annoyed. I
why
need
lack
them
with
all.
all of them? Why I gotta be one?
I need them all.
I'm multi-purpose.
I'm a big
I think
believer.
my girl say that, but I think I am.
I'm a big believer.
Well, if you resonate with one or two, what
no,
would they
there's
be?
normally two.
Oh, I like
Like,
Go-
what's something that you
You said there's
cannot
two.
live with?
yeah,
two.
well, all right. So for
Two
me,
of them that you
yeah,
can't live
so
with.
this is like
even though this wasn't the original question.
Yeah.
We're getting into it.
No, it's what
We're
should
gonna talk
girls
about
know
this.
about, right? Like, what should they know? I think for me, it's
Alright,
like I'm very emotional, like very like. So for me, like if like I don't care what you do for me, I don't care what you give me, but if you tell me something and then you just like pet my head, I'll go to war for you. Like
You're
it
like a
does.
little dog.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm very
Men are dogs.
simple. I'm a simple Jack. Like it's not hard for me, but like
I wonder where that term came about because,
Men are dogs.
yeah.
it's
Like, aren't dogs like the best? thing
Loyal, they're mad
Yeah,
loyal.
they're best friends.
They
Yeah.
listen.
I don't know if I can say this.
You can tell them what to do. I think men are more like cats, bro.
They always stray away from home.
Women are cats.
Oh my god. Oh, straight away from home.
They stray away from home.
But they
do what
come
want.
back.
They come back, right? When they need food.
Yep, when they need something, they come back.
Yo,
Oh my goodness.
Dogs, meanwhile, they're loyal. They're like your
No,
best friend. Forget it.
you train a dog. You can't train a cat. Try walking a cat.
I've seen it. I've seen people walking the
It's
cat.
different though.
The cat.
Let's get it back.
Yeah, let's bring it back. I do think, like, for me personally, I think the biggest thing, like, I have dated and done the whole fucking thing, whatever. But I do think that, like, the one thing I'm like learning now is like you need to tell your partner what works for you, right? Like, what is good for you? Like, how do I receive love? Because if you can't do that, your partner could be like, I bought you Balenciagas, I got you tickets to go see the Knicks,
Balenciaga.
and all this shit. And you're like, that's great, sweetheart, but like, that's not for me.
It's
Like,
not our pay scale.
My boy hit Balenciaga.
No, like, it's just
that's
like-
normal.
no, like, it's just like, that's not how I want to receive love. Like, that doesn't, like, that's great.
No, that's true though.
Like, if you just sit with me and be like, hey, sweetheart, you're the most best looking guy in the world, and you rub my head,
I resonate with that.
Yeah.
that's what I need. Like, that's what I
Yes.
need, right?
Because like a lot
You need
of
reassurance then.
That's all I
yeah, because a lot of
that.
people
Reassurance.
they love in the way that they
Want to be
they
loved.
want to be
Yes.
loved,
Yeah.
and that's not the right
The way they
way
were
to love
raised.
somebody else.
Yeah,
Some
for
people
sure.
are raised like that too. Like,
Yeah.
it's not-
Yeah, but it varies. So like, I think that's a conversation like guys don't want to have with like their girlfriends or their partners. But it's like, dude, tell your girl what you like, because like it'll work.
Yeah,
Like,
guys
don't
are-
say nothing.
Just say
like,
it.
Just say what you like.
Guys are
Like,
just conditioned to not be emotional and not be able to like speak
Have
their minds
conversations,
or
yeah.
whatever they
I'm
have.
all
A
about
lot
it.
of
Like, girl, I
times.
want you to just rub my head and watch The Last of Us with me. Like, I'm simple.
That's it.
That's all I need.
Feed
The
me
Last of
some.
Us, that's a good show.
Booze.
though.
That's
a video game,
yeah.
no?
Yes.
That's a show now.
Sorry, no.
Oscars watch
Video
TV,
game.
but that's
Gotta
neither
watch
here nor
TV.
there.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there.
I like to not
What about
like
you? What's
know
one
stuff.
thing you think for you?
I would say something similar to that. Like guys are emotional, low key. Like we,
You guys just don't want to admit it.
no, we
No,
admit
no,
it.
no,
Not you guys.
My heart's on my
The
sleeve.
thing is, if guys say they're emotional, and then girls be like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to." Like, not you're not supposed to, but like, "Yo,
He's soft.
like, we, like, yeah, like you don't want to."
I love emotional men.
I love
that.
that.
soft.
No,
Nah,
but
man.
what he's saying is
Nah.
like, you know.
I remember as a kid, my mom, I would
Talk to
cry.
me. Tell me what you're crying. Tell me
Nah.
why your heart's
Exactly.
beating a little
Some of your
faster.
traumas.
Like, what's wrong?
I guess that's what it comes to. Like my mom, when I was a kid, I would cry. My mom would be like, "You can't cry. You're a dude."
You're a boy. Boys don't cry.
Aw.
But a hombre, I'm like, "I can't cry."
I can't cry.
Yeah.
So I hold it down now, I guess. And then now you like that.
But now, you know.
My girl be like, "Yo, you could be emotional." Stop it. I don't believe you.
Because then the minute you start being emotional, they're making fun of you. They're
Like,
making
yo,
fun
stop
of you.
complaining. I'm like, okay.
But he admits that at least being emotional with his daughter.
Oh, my
Like,
daughter's
that's the
different.
one
Yeah.
that's the string.
I feel like
that
that's
gets-
But I don't cry in front of her though. She
You
can't.
can't. You can't. No.
I
no.
never saw my dad cry. So.
Now that I think
Dude,
about it.
I be ripping it.
No, I never saw my dad cry.
Ripping it.
Nah, I can't
We
cry.
watched Coco.
My dad.
The waterworks. Not
Nah.
even like,
Meanwhile, he's wiping your tears.
oh, yeah, he was like, Dad, are you okay? I'm like, nah, I'm sorry.
My daughter said that to me. She's like, "Daddy, you're crying." I'm like, "No, I literally be tired." But she's like, she wants to catch me crying.
Aww.
But she's not gonna
It's
catch
like
me.
her goal in life to see you
Yeah,
cry.
I'm like, "Nah, you're not gonna catch me."
But now that I think about it, like I've never seen my dad.
I've never
cry.
seen
like
mine.
now I'm thinking back to it.
I
I'm
smell
like,
My dad be holding it down. Like I saw my dad. Like I remember, like we found out my grandma died. His mother. He was like, we got the call. And he was like, "Yo, my grandma died." And he took a deep breath, and I heard him like break a tear, just walk upstairs. And I'm like,
They won't do it in front of people. That's
but I didn't cry in front of him either. I held
See,
it. I held
I
it
wish-
down,
I wish-
and then I thought
I
about
wish
it.
my dad cried for a Ford commercial yesterday. So now my dad. That's the difference.
So you guys are just emotional.
Oh, yeah,
It's
we're just
like
very
a
emotional.
Family is
It's a whole line of
We're just
emotional
very
men.
emotional.
Now my dad don't even say te quiero. My dad would be like,
What?
he didn't say that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Certain people don't say
Your
it.
dad
Some
says that
people
shit?
don't.
My dad struggled for a few, but now that I'm older, I
You're
say I love
broken.
you, and he'll say love you
You're
too.
broken.
Yeah.
Now my dad be like, "Yo,
I broke
pa."
him.
I'd be like, "Yo, pa, yo te quiero mucho." He'd be like this, "I love you too."
I did.
Because in English, you don't feel the same. Because English is a boy language.
I was like,
Spanish is
boring.
strong.
I
Te
know.
amo.
Te amo.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a strong.
I hit Oscar.
I love you sounds like a t-shirt. I love you.
I love New York.
I love you.
I heard New York.
I love you. I love you.
I love
It'll
you.
be fun. We gotta do this again, guys. 'Cause
We
we're at
do,
time.
we do,
We're
we
at
do.
time.
Yeah.
It's been fun. We do it again. You guys will come next
So men are
time.
emotional.
We're working on it.
That's what women should know.
So men are
Breaking down
emotional.
barriers.
Men are emotional. You just gotta dig to find it.
No, but seriously, you guys are doing amazing.
Yeah, we like this. We like this. This
all
is
the
great.
stuff-
The
yeah.
setup, the team behind you guys is
Yeah, Inside Media. Shout out to the boys.
No, seriously,
They're
they're
doing
doing
their
their
thing,
thing.
man. And you guys doing anything too, man.
Thank you so much for
But the point, you guys are
coming.
very, like, this is very professional. Like, I feel like,
I mean, like, yeah, I took a
I feel
flight.
like I'm
I
in
took a
Hollywood.
flight out here. But like, whatever.
We paid for your flight.
Yeah, you know.
yo, Bayshore is far, but it's lit.
It's a good time. They got 7-Eleven, a crackhead is amazing. Great.
I love it.
How do you guys end
Oh,
shows? You
wow.
guys kinda like that?
So,
All right, so
before
guys-
we do that, I
Look.
just want to like.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to cut you off. This is your
No,
show.
no, no. I was gonna say, like, you know, tell the audience like where they can find your podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
the
comment,
name.
subscribe.
Wait,
I was gonna have
usual.
this little podcast, no big deal, like a couple thousand streams an episode, no big deal.
ooh,
but
that
like-
was
Big
stream.
flex.
Where are we? Father's No Best?
At Father's No Best podcast on Instagram.
Literally Instagram, he runs a TikTok.
I be wilding on TikTok. I be getting mad comments and shit. I be getting mad likes. And people like it.
It's a good time. We'll be here. We'll promote everything. Season 4, no, season 5.
Season 5, yeah, 5 seasons.
Nice, guys.
Nice.
Just on that.
You
Seasons.
know how hard it is to deal with this man right here, man?
The man has no emotions.
I believe it.
Just
I'm
like,
gonna.
no emotions, but no.
Love it.
So he's like the golden retriever and you're the cat.
I don't know what that is. Look, but yeah. What you said.
Like he's like overly hyper and just like.
all the time.
No, like because like he sleeps. I don't sleep. So like he gets.
Oh, I feel you. I feel
He
you.
gets 8 hours. I get like.
Yeah, we know. We're lucky if we
Like-
get 5.
He'd be like, "You want to record?" But like, all right, look, I can record with you from Wednesday, from 5 p.m.
Oh my
to
God,
6
this is
p.m.
literally us.
Oh, no.
Literally, yeah.
I'm like, oh, you don't have
This
a
is
regular
why
job.
when he asked me earlier, he's like, "What do you think is like the hardest thing with our podcast?" And it's like just getting us together,
He told me
getting
all the
us
time, like,
here.
yo, he's like, "Yo, bro, it was so hard to get you." I'm like, "I bet." So now I feel guilty.
Yeah.
So now I drink.
Yeah.
Now I drink a
Yeah,
barrel.
you
Yeah,
are.
we
You
made
are.
good life decisions.
Yeah.
I'm literally just like, tell me the time, the date. I'll check my calendar if it works. All right, I'm there.
Then I
Just
feel-
remind me
then I
because I'll
feel-
forget.
I feel guilty and I drink a barrel of alcohol to make him feel better. I just
You don't gotta do that.
ask me a question.
No one's asking you.
And then at work they be like, "Yo, you have a podcast?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I do." You don't act like that.
Wait, how does it feel to say that like as a guy?
It's
I'll be honest.
always so embarrassing.
They make it seem like they're like, "You have a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, so what you making now?" I'm like,
I paid to make my
I
podcast.
make what I
I I paid.
Um,
pay for this.
I'm actually down a couple. No,
make. The worst is like,
No, but
the worst,
I know, we know.
the worst is when they're like, "You know what you need? We need me to come on."
Always,
Yes.
always, y'all.
Blow it up.
They're like, I'm not coming back. I'll start telling you the realness. I'm like, "Yeah,
The
bro."
I'll
realness.
put on listen. Yeah, I got you, bro. But seriously, Tings Talk. Listen
Thank
to
you,
that.
though. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the view.
Thank you guys for
Thank you.
coming.
Set up. Thank you for everything. Like everything was great. You guys are great people.
Thank you guys for
Awesome.
coming.
Yeah,
you
we
guys were a
appreciate it.
blast and a half, and
We'll
we'd
definitely-
love to have you back.
We'll definitely have you guys on our shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of
yeah, we have to do a
course.
whole
Oh, yeah.
But we need
collaboration.
Yeah,
we
dude.
need this. We did.
We'll figure it out. We'll work on it.
I'm sure that they're up to for rentals if you guys want to, use our
Yeah,
spot.
there you go.
All right,
Do
we're
a
sick.
collab.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank
Tings
you.
Talk, Father
Tings
Knows Best.
Talks. Father knows best.
What would you think?